the Lani Tion thing is like.
That's Tinder swindler.
No.
No, not to that extent, but basically that's the way. That's how she made it. That's how she. Nah, come on, Tion's our guy. That's the way she made it seem, innit?
But I feel like see the Tion Lani thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like it's like he was fucking with her before he kind of blew up, innit? It's one of those mishaps you have with girls, bro. You fucked with the wrong girl, bro.
Clearly.
You really fucked with the wrong girl.
Imagine you weren't breaded.
It's caught up to him, innit? So
if he weren't breaded, do you feel like she would still be doing what she's doing?
no, of course not. She needs to make her bread somehow, innit?
Okay.
Like, she saw the opportunities.
Fair. No, it's true. I heard that.
Bro, I'll be honest, Lani's an idiot, man. I'll just say it straight. She like the way she moves, yeah. Don't get twisted, she got her 8 racks back in it. But my thing is like, bro, I would never go through the length she went through to get 8 racks. I'd rather go punch than do what she did. Big man thing, like she made herself look like a clown on the internet for like 2 years straight just for £8,000.
Yeah.
For me, she done way too much. Would you do the same that she did?
No, to be honest with you, I think like a lot of people don't know like how much it hurts to heal. Like it's a long process. It's not just like, oh my God, he done it wrong. Like,
100%.
that must have clearly cut her deep. It took
100%.
her years, and she's still doing it. I think now, if anything, Tion actually probably loves it because she's keeping him so relevant. Like he's doing things to make himself
getting
relevant.
number ones
but
and
no
that.
matter
I don't
what,
think he needs it,
she's
though.
keeping him like, you know,
No,
engaged with
100%.
everything.
But at the same time, it's like I heard the healing thing in it, but I feel like there's a line, and she crossed that line a long time ago. Like she dressed up for him as Halloween. She dressed up as him for
but
Halloween.
she knows what she's doing. Listen,
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
she's a very smart, strategic
Yeah, but
businesswoman. Like on the social media thing, she's very strategic. She's a smart woman. You can't.
Yeah, I know,
argue that.
but that's why I said it. Like it's more than healing. You can't use healing as an excuse anymore. Because when you're dressing up as a man for Halloween, that means
No,
that
she's just she is
exactly,
moving mad. Like I'm not
even,
saying she's not.
Like, she didn't even get the proper Fendi thing. Like she got a plain T-shirt and wrote F's on it just to make it look like Fendi. And that's how you know that she's a different breed. I can't lie, she's different, man.
She said she wants to box him for 5K. I knew she wasn't going to leave him alone when she got that money. I knew. Remember he paid the thing and she's still...
She's still on it, but do you know what it is? It was never about the money, right? She was in love with him, right? So it's all about, you know, my man, obviously, it's no secret. My man came out, he took a picture. Everyone, the girls all saw the banana clip. So from us see that, I just feel like that's just turned her wild. I feel like she just misses that. See, I feel like it's all about that. And
it's not about that. She just wants publicity.
So why is it when she got the money, then it's there, we're here again?
Because it just keeps her relevant, innit? Like.
Oh, she's clout chasing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's that as well. But
how are you gonna say you're gonna punch my man for 5? You can't just be out here saying you're gonna just punch somebody for 5. It's just mad.
Yeah. She did. Now she's just being extra. But I think like for most of now I think it's probably about the clout chasing.
Yeah,
but I think
definitely.
there was a strong part of it.
You think that she actually loved it? I don't think she loved him, man. Or maybe actually she got tired.
She did. She definitely.
All right, yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's mad.
Bro, this girl is a whole entire joke, because I'm not being fun nothing here, but was this not the same girl, that 5 videos ago she was saying, do you want me to fight Tion Wayne? Do you want me to fight Tion Wayne? Can I fight Tion Wayne? But now you want to fight him for 5 pounds to make your mind up?
She's just trolling. Like, she's the biggest troll at the moment, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, yeah, she wanted her peas back. My man ran back the peas after how many other years it was, yeah. So why you still got my man in? It's for Shade Bar and that to be posting her. You know what I'm saying she's created. I think she's the creative director for them and things still, because the way these lot post her, she's.
If I was all Tion with the 9, I would make her sign a gagging order.
Oh, don't be so comfortable. I love Lani. You know what? But the thing is, no, she's not keeping herself relevant. We all are keeping her relevant. You know, I love a little Lani coming out, peeking every now and then, stalking Tion. Fabulous.
She's not my cup of tea, basically. She's not someone that
It's a lot.
Yeah, her personality for me isn't. Maybe she's got another side to her. Maybe she puts on a facade for social media, but her personality is not. I don't find anything about her slightly interesting. Everything that comes out of her mouth, from what I've seen, is just drama.
Do you think she should fight Tion then?
She should fight Tion. She should battle her demons, yeah. But I don't.
Okay.
She's not. I don't.
Are you ready? Be honest. Today,
Am I ready?
I'm knocking your door. Like, yo.
If I get drafted.
Round 1, pick 1. Are you ready?
Hey, you know what's so mad? I saw a man like made you think, big man team. I'm getting ready for this war, you know. There's a chance.
And then my man started snapping tuna and that.
I'm thinking, come on, man.
Allow it, man. It's too late. It's not that quick.
Bro,
It's not that quick, man. It's not that quick.
Like, it's not coming to the UK, bro.
Do you think?
It's not, man. It's not, man.
In your lifetime.
Bro, it's not coming, bro.
I don't see it either. I won't lie. I actually don't see it either, to be honest. But you never know, innit? I just feel for them not in Ukraine, and imagine the Klitschko brothers and that.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
a
No,
mad
that
thing.
look like COD, bro. You know what I mean? It look
Do you see the missile coming? And the woman was scared, and the woman was screaming.
Yeah, bro.
I'm actually scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really scared with this whole war.
But no, but you know what it is though? Apparently it's been going on for time, innit? Like this Russia-Ukraine thing has gone on for years, yeah? But they're only really deciding to tell us now. That's why I'm kind of suspect about. But at the same time, with the war thing, yeah, I already know that when the war comes down, I know where I'm going, and I'm going back to Nigeria anyway, so you get me? I'm calm. Like, Russia can invade Ukraine, Ukraine can fight Russia. It's got nothing to do with me, because I'm African. I'm not a British citizen, so it's got nothing to do with me. So if the war starts, are you staying here?
Yeah.
You're staying? It was nice knowing you, innit? It was nice knowing you, man. But me personally, I'm not taking part in the war, man. I'm not built for war still. Get me? It's not my field.
No?
Nah, man. Would you expect men to, let's say you had a boyfriend, yeah? And Boris knocked to your door and said, yo, your man has to fight in war. Would you let him go?
No, but this is why for me, like, it's sad. Like, the reality of it is, us as the people, like, I'm a big believer on like power of the people. We actually have no power.
Exactly.
You know? So it's just, that's the reality of it.
Yeah, man, I'm not going to war, man. But big up all the soldiers that are fighting for the country, though, man. Yeah. You get me?
Yeesh. You see, Russia, yeah? I'm sure Putin, he rides bears and shit. I've seen videos of him like on top of bears, like riding around and shit like that. Don't fuck with Russia, man. I'm not involved in any of that at all. Do you know what I mean? I'm not involved in any of that. Putin's a real jihadist thing. What do you think?
I think we need to stay completely out of it. That's what I think. I think we can see what's going on in Ukraine, and it's sad, and my heart does go out to everybody involved in things, but I just think we as a country, we can't deal with it.
So this is just a bit of a mad one for me. Obviously, my there's people obviously dying and stuff.
I don't know.
Like, I'm in tune with it. I think Putin just gives me Hitler vibes. I think that.
Do you think?
Yeah, it gives me Hitler vibes. Remember, like, I know these, like, a little bit about the war situation. Like, Hitler was once in the army as well.
Yeah.
So was Putin. And, you know, these men, they're real warmongers, like, and they really care about certain things, like their country, like, strong, like, in ways that they'll probably, you know, blow themselves up for. So,
God forbid.
So it's like, yeah, man, it's a touchy situation. I just pray for Ukraine, and hopefully that shit don't touch the UK, because we are allies with them.
You know what, it's kind of embarrassing, but I don't really know much about the situation. I'm not really educated.
Right.
But where people are dying, obviously that's scary. And people talking about World War III and stuff like that. I don't really know what's going on too tough. I see Putin at, part of me likes his leadership style, because I just feel like he has a firm grip. I'm not a fan of what he's doing, but I just think in terms of the way that he's leading, leaders like Boris Johnson could take a thing or two. Just in his approach, his handling, like, it's very much, you know what I'm saying?
What, the alpha male?
Yeah, not even alpha male, but it's just that he knows what he's doing. Like, he's respected and he has authority amongst his people.
If I say I'm not ruling, like, what can they really say? If I say...
You got no choice.
No. Like, look, if I turn around and be like, no, what?
You got to identify as a woman. Or identify as a woman.
I'll do the jail time.
If they are allowed up, let's say to you, will you allow your would you allow your neighbour, if you had control over your neighbour or could exert control over your neighbour, would you allow him to allow your into his garden?
Or bang his ex-girl.
Would you do that? You wouldn't do that. If you knew you could exert control over your neighbour, you wouldn't allow him to get close to your house at all. You say to your neighbour, well, bruv, if he comes here, the first thing he's gonna do, once they start fighting, your house is gonna be fucked anyway. So I understand, don't get me wrong, I'm not here saying that Putin's okay for invading, because people getting killed now, understand?
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is, us here, we have to kind of try and find the truth in all things, which we don't do. If it's on the TV, gospel, that's it.
You know what the
Russia
thing is?
are out of order, these are out of order, they're out of order. All I'm saying is, what we have to do is understand both sides of the story. As soon as you take one side of a coin, you're going to be misled. If I'm not in a position to say what's right and wrong, But what I can do is research the right information and find out what's Putin's argument, what's NATO's argument, what's Ukraine's argument.
Yeah, I fully agree with what Courtney's saying, actually.
I work with a guy that's from Ukraine, and I'll keep it short and sweet as well. At work, we share our tools, right? You ain't got something, you go and borrow it from someone else, etc. He come over to, I need to borrow something. He came to collect it back from me. I said, what's going on with Ukraine? This was after they had attacked. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. My work colleague, I've only known him on this job for 6 weeks. He was so sad. He couldn't contact. I said, where's your mum and dad? Mum and dad in another country, way out the way. His grandparents, both alive, in Kiev. Sister, cousins. He's got loads of family in Kiev. He said to me, he's got a very mild nature. He said to me, bruv, I can't work. He said, I can't concentrate on work. I said, if you spoke to anyone, he said, he's calling, not getting no answers.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, people busting jokes on memes and that. Saying this is funny, that's funny, that's funny. Because we're here, we're protected, isn't it? We feel safe. All I'm saying is, like, sometimes not everything's funny. Not everything should be laughed at, I'm gonna joke out. Because the guy here, he can't contact his family, but he's still got to work to earn coin. Imagine, hundreds of miles away. And he even said to me, he said, look, I might have to go home and fight. And then it dawns on me how easy and relaxed we are with our environment at work. You might crack jokes and say, this is funny, that's funny, and then you go back to sleep, you get up, you carry on. This guy's literally looking at his phone, like every minute, can't get through. Imagine ringing your mum or your family, you can't get through because you think they might actually be dead. So I just think that we, again, maybe I'm saying too serious, but I'm just saying, humour's good.
It's a serious situation.
Yeah, we need to laugh at some things, but don't go to the extreme of like reposting these memes and these people dying and you're laughing and cracking jokes and blah, blah, blah. Some stuff's funny, but we've got to draw a line and say, no, what? Some things are not to be laughed at. Because when you talk to someone whose family's at you see the energy that comes off of someone that's dripping in sadness. It's not a good thing to see.
Boy. I don't know about you.
Well, who's one driller you'll feel safe with if you go fight for the ball? Just one driller. I'm saying CB, bro. I'm saying CB, bro. Go, get me free CB. Get me.
I'm sending Young Diz.
I hear it.
I'm sending Young Diz. I'm safe.
Yeah, man.
You see Young Diz? Yeah. Young Diz is them kind of guy that you can stab 15 times and he'll still be alive.
That's Judge, bro.
No, that's not Judge. That's just not wanting to die.
That's come out.
And Young Diz, you have to slice it, take out his eyeballs, you have to kill him. Like, you don't feel that you stab my man bare times, then the ending scene is just him like this.
Yeah.
That's Young Diz, bro. You gotta kill him.
Nollywood movie. Shit.
Yeah, that's a good question though. I'm sending Young Diz, you're sending CB.
Yeah, I'm sending CB,
They're ops though, so they can't.
Bro, they have to make up.
They gotta make it work still. Bloods and Crips.
Yeah,
That's true. I hear it.
That wouldn't make sense because most drill rappers don't like each other anyway. So it's like, imagine getting all of these drill rappers to fight in the same army. They'll all be dead before. Bro, the whole army will either be dead or in jail before the war starts. You get me? It wouldn't make sense still.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, literally.
Yeah, no, I think my thoughts are, at first I thought it was funny. I agreed. I was like, yeah, these men want to be madmen, then let them. But the reality of it is, it's just taps and it's
it wouldn't
scary.
make sense though.
As I said, these Russian men are riding bears, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want, drillers are coming up and they're seeing man them rolling through with bears. It's long. No one wants that. Do you get me? So I don't think we see it's banter in that, but I don't think this military thing is not a joke.
What about gym guys?
Gym guys.
Would you go? Like you bang weights, would you go?
But it's not. Listen,
I just want to know,
when we're talking about warfare, when we're talking about warfare though, yeah, I'm gonna be in Barbados, innit? As a BHM man, and I ain't gonna be over there. But listen, you see,
you're leaving your country.
My country. Listen. When it comes to warfare and guns and shit like that, you know what I mean. Muscles don't necessarily mean anything, innit? So just getting all the gym, man, and obviously we saw from the arms Corleone and bouncer fighting, the muscles ain't really carrying you as far as we thought muscles were gonna carry you. So, you know.
Do you know what? I actually sent him a DM, like threatening him, like saying like arms. This is actually a true story. Sent him saying that he needed to win that fight because I had money riding on him. Oh, so I need you to run me back my money because you lost.
Mad.
There you go.
So you think the UK drillers should take on the war?
Do you know what's funny though? We're laughing about it like it's funny, yeah. But you see, man, like in jail, they got them doing like basically slavery, innit? Come on. So if it came to the crunch, you think they're not going to say every man that's got 10 years plus?
Yeah. Course.
So really,
Yeah,
the drillers could really end up on the front line, for real. So we laugh about it, but when you think about it, when push comes to shove, they're going to say everyone that's in jail, go and fight in the war.
Yeah, definitely. They will try. They will try that move, but with the drillers though, they're like
the drillers, like
with the drillers in the UK and that, they're not really about that life.
I don't know if they just. I don't know. I'm not really from that type of life, so I don't
think
really
what
know.
will happen is because in the Ukraine, obviously their president or whoever, like their government, whatever, they started handing out machine guns to about 18,000 people, right?
They did what?
In Ukraine.
They
so
gave
for people to go and fight the war, they was handing out machine guns, right? So I think if Boris Johnson done that over here, he would have to be super careful, because I think a lot of the man them will take the whaps
and just go on
and just build
them.
bunkers.
They're gonna shot them.
No, they'll build bunkers, wait for the hope in the faith that the war's gonna be over, come out and start killing each other. That's all that will happen. Back to normal again.
The drillers ain't gonna fight, no.
No, they're not gonna fight. That's all that's gonna happen.
See, like, they always like to say, oh, these men are banging for postcodes that they don't even own and that, yeah. Now you want them to go bang for a country that they don't even own either. Like, make your mind up, innit? Which one is it? Like, most of these men are not even smart like that. They'll end up pitching themselves over weed before they even get to the flipping, to the war zone, like, so I don't even know, like, that one there is a bit brazy, like, yeah, nah. She's moving mad.
First thing I think about, that comes to my head straight away, two things. When I was in year 6, 09, Smokey Bars TV, Skepta and Gig Look Out. Before man even took in that it was by Jamal, yeah? I was watching that video like almost religiously all the time, innit? And then when I got to like year 9, remember that advert that was on TV, bro, the Google thing?
One. Mad.
That was so motivating. Before man even realised how much, because man was in year 9, I didn't really care too tough, but it was just so, man used to enjoy watching that advert. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Big up him always,
and do you know what's
man.
mad, yeah? You know Jamal's the first ever person from like our scene to come from an estate and make it work through media.
Like,
you know
make it work.
Before it was just like what? It's like you had to be an athlete or you had to spit. You get me? But then he made it cool to do media coming from certain places, you know what I mean?
It's mad, man.
And
Big
it's
up
like,
him, man.
You know what's mad, yeah? He's the first person in the industry to ever hear man's thing, bro.
I saw when you said that still, that's mad.
Bro. Like, it's mad, bro.
It's actually crazy.
Oh yeah, man. Rest in peace to Jamal, man.
Yeah, it's really sad. I think for me, just the passing of Jamal, it makes me realise like the whole reason why we're here, what are we doing on this earth, and the most powerful thing is like legacy.
No, definitely.
And he's really done that, and I think we get so lost into the hype with world and our own things, and obviously when he passed, a lot of people were just saying, oh, why are we showing love now? But I think there's just that reminder we actually forget.
The thing about death, yeah, it's such a shock because you never see a man and think, wow, this might be the last time I see him. Even though it might be, that never crosses your mind, you get me? And with Jamal, it's like, you can kind of tell the kind of person he was, because like, when he passed away, like, everyone important in the scene had a story about how he's helped them and how he's done this for him, you get me? So it's like, especially the fact he lasted so long as well, like what he was doing at SBTV, he's been over 10 years in it. So it's like, the fact that you lasted that long in the scene, that alone shows that you had your pure intention, you get what I'm trying to say to you. And obviously, like, with me being part of the younger generation, it's like, I wasn't really there when SBT was in its prime, you understand what I'm saying? But it's like, just by looking back on the fact that everyone had an F64, the fact that everyone was so excited about what was going on at the time, yeah, that alone kind of shows me, you get what I'm trying to say? And the main thing for me, just to educate like the next generations on who Jamal was and what he did for the scene, you understand, Carl? I don't want like his legacy to be forgotten about, and I need people to know what he actually did, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, rest in peace, Jamal.
Jamal Edwards, obviously being from West London, you know, Jamal came up. Obviously I got a lot of family in Acton as well, so you know, I've seen him about. I didn't really have like a personal relationship with him, but every time I would cross paths with him, very down to earth brother, pioneering this thing, you know what I mean? Definitely an icon, definitely made headway, put, you know, West on the map with that. So big up Jamal. You know, it's sad to see, but it's great to see how many people's life he's touched, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, proud of Jamal in it, and obviously his legacy will live on. You know what I mean?
I just want to say, like, for the culture, for what he's done and the opportunities that he's given any man that's been interested in, well, not anyone, but like the men that he has given, interested in rap and things like that, like, well done for his authentic idea. And I also put on, like, I think on the Made You Think post, I said that it is sad and it's definitely a loss, but he achieved more in his 31 years than most men have in their entire life. So for that, I hope his mother can like have some peace to know that like her son did a bit. It wasn't a life wasted. It was gone too soon, but it wasn't wasted. So I definitely respect him for that.
Facts. R.I.P. Jamal.
Definitely.
R.I.P. Jamal Edwards, gone but never ever forgotten. Obviously your legacy is going to live through me. I'll always scream your name in anything I do. Genuine guy, always been supportive, hardworking, inspiring. Gave me the, gave me the platform. I even gave him a platform as well. Because in the beginning he was just a guy with a camera, and I had a name, and he was coming to me. And we used to talk after we worked and stuff, and he was showing me that like, how many trips he had to do after he met me. And I understood this guy's like mentality, how hard he was working. At the time it was, as we all know, he was the first guy to do this thing with the camera, he really was. And he used to tell me like, yeah, I gotta go check my man in South, I gotta go check my man in North, go check, I was like, this guy's work rate is like he was a hard worker, you get me? And I'll never forget that, and I understand what it takes to be successful. So long live Jamal Edwards, RIP for life.
Yeah, it's just shocking. Like, I second what you have to say. I didn't know him as a person.
Yeah, no.
But the way that everyone speaks on him,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the true mark of a man.
Yeah.
I think when everything's said and done, and you're not here anymore, how people speak on you and people reflect on you, that just shows the person that you was. The way that everyone that's like, oh, I knew him, the way that they chat about him, it's just like, it's mad still. Like, that's what every person aspires to, have, like that mark that they leave.
That mark, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
and
it's definitely.
It's one thing creating something, but it's a second thing to maintain it. I think like you got to give him credit for that as well. I mean, like,
definitely.
You never saw him in the media stumbling out of clubs drunk. You never heard he done.
Moving mad.
Didn't pay anyone, or he never had no like bad credit on him. So. Yeah, man, definitely.
Just think of his family in this time, man.
Yeah, definitely. Send it out to Jamal's family. And what was I going to say? Yeah, that's probably about it still.
Rest in peace to Jamal Edwards.
It's very sad and unfortunate.
Yeah,
was he 31?
Yeah.
Such a short life.
Very unexpected. Like, he done so much in the 31 years. Like, he put on so many man. Very selfless guy. He was all about everyone else blowing and like them being in the limelight instead of him. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people posting a lot of like stuff that they were looking to do with him in the future and whatnot, like things that were gonna come out. And it's like, raw, like this guy really didn't really care about himself like that. Like, he wanted the scene to blow in it, and you can see that from the jump. Like, I remember being young, coming back from school, and that I'm straight on SBTV to see the latest freestyle. Like, hoping one day, like, I used to MC that back in the day. I'm thinking, hoping one day I'm gonna be on this platform. Like, this was the platform to be on, And yeah, man, he bust a lot of man. I appreciate it.
Spit something then.
No.
I just think that you see with him dying, one thing that I noticed was that a lot of people, they came forward and they actually, it wasn't just a RIP, it was so many people saying what he had done for them. Yeah. And I think that was like a really beautiful thing. And I just feel like at 31 years, like, your life was taken like so shortly, so suddenly, so unexpectedly. I think that for everybody, like, you should just, hold your loved ones a little bit tighter, tell them you love them, because 100%. The only thing that's promised in life is death. Yeah. And unfortunately, no one knows when it's coming.
No, that's facts though. Big up Jamal Edwards, man.
Rest in peace, man.
I met Jamal about just before lockdown. I was out with, we know BJ, and we met in Soho House. So we were chilling. I was with BJ having a chat, and Jamal walks in. And it just so happens that one of my friends was friends with Jamal, but I didn't know they had any kind of friendship. I was only with him for about half an hour, 45 minutes. We were chatting, as you do, just being lads, catching up, making new friends. And I found him very warm, friendly to me personally. I understand he's had a big impact to a lot of people. And yes, I mean, people are saying you shouldn't be taken so soon, etc. Like, no one knows when they're going to go, to be honest. But what's good is that he done a lot of great things while he was alive, and that so many people and such a variety of people, from what I've seen, have such good things to say about the guy. So he obviously, me not having known anything about him, but seeing that is it's admirable.
Yeah, I met Jamal at the UK Black Business Show a few years ago, just before the pandemic as well. And I've obviously known of him from before then, and he is such a lovely boy. It's so sad that we've lost him, but the thing that everybody should take away from this is the fact that he achieved so much in his young life. He's had awards, MBE. I'm not a fan of the British Empire, but you know, to achieve that as a big achievement, especially as a young black man, you know, I really feel it for his mum, Brenda. He's bossed Ed Sheeran, like you can't get any bigger than that. Like, let's keep it 100. It was a short time on this earth, but he will go down, especially for us as the black community in history, as a legend. And I just want to say, RIP, Jamal, you know, you are sorely missed and dearly missed.